So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and we are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to.
Hello friends, welcome to this problem solving video of random variables. So in this question it is saying that PDF of a random variable is given, and PDF is given like this. It is a e power minus b mod x, and x is here varying from minus infinity to infinity, and we have to find the relation between a and b. So you know that whenever you have to calculate any constant or to find a relation and PDF is given, so you can very basic property of the PDF, which is the area of any PDF should always be equal to unity. So we will make its area unity. So it will become a e to the power minus b mod x dx should be equal to 1. Now you can see that this function which is written here is an even function. So same expression can be written as 2 times 0 to infinity a e power minus b mod x dx equal to half. Now if x varies from 0 to infinity, so mod x can be written as x whenever x varies from 0 to infinity. So you can write this as a e power minus bx dx 0 to infinity equal to 1. So this integration becomes 0 to infinity a e power minus bx dx equal to half. So this integration can be written as e power minus bx upon minus b 0 to infinity equal to half. So it becomes minus a by b e power minus infinity minus 1 equal to 1 by 2. So e power minus infinity can be written as 0 minus 1. It will become a by b equal to half, or a can be written as b by 2, or finally you can write it as 2a by b equal to 1. So this is the required relation. Now if it is given that this is a into e power minus b mod x, this is your PDF. So in that case you can always also write it like this. Whenever these types of PDFs are given, you have to multiply 2 with this a and divide by this multiplication factor b, and it should be equal to 1. For example, if PDF is given like this, m e to the power minus 3 mod x plus n e to the power minus 5 mod x, this is your PDF. So what should be the relation between m and n? So you should write 2 times m by 3, because you will multiply 2 here and you will divide this by this 3 factor. Similarly, plus this is completed. Now here multiplied this n by 2 and divided by 5, and this expression overall should be equal to 1, because if this is PDF, we will also put its area equal to 1 and it will become 2 integration. This is 1 integration and this will be the second integration. Overall expression you can write it like this. So this is a sort of shortcut which you should use as long as the PDF is in the form of a into e to the power minus b mod x. And if any random variable has probability distribution something like this, then that random variable is called as Laplace random variable, and this distribution is called as Laplacian distribution. So this is very frequent and very important distribution. Now let's move on to the next question. So in this case, PDF of a random variable is given. So this is the PDF which is given, minus 1 to 1, an impulse is present of area 1 by 4. This value is k, this is 1 by 4. So in the first option it is asking us to calculate the value of k. We know that in case of PDF, if we have to calculate any constant, then we must put its area equal to 1. So this area fx dx becomes equal to 1. So if you will calculate overall area, then you can divide it into 3 parts. The first one is this impulse, which has area of 1 by 4. You have one triangle and one this rectangle. So the area of the impulse, it is very clear, is 1 by 4. The area of this rectangular box is also very simple, 1 by 4, plus this area will become half base into height. So if you will see the base of this triangle, it is 2 and height of this triangle is k, and this overall value should be equal to 1. So it will become 1 by 2 plus k equal to 1, and the value of k from here comes out to be 1 by 2. So the value of k for this particular question can be calculated, and it is coming out to be 2. Now let's move on to the next question, which is asking us to calculate probability at x equal to 0. So let me draw this PDF again. So the PDF is given like this. This is your PDF, -1, 0, 1. And from 1 to 2, it is having this k, we have calculated it as 1 by 2. This height is 1 by 4. And we have an extra impulse at origin whose height is also 1 by 4. So area of this impulse becomes 1 by 4. Now we have been asked to calculate probability of x equal to 0. We know that it will be 0 minus to 0 plus fx of x dx. So if you move from 0 minus to 0 plus, so in 0 width only impulse function can have finite area and no other function can provide the finite area. So when you will move around its 0 minus to 0 plus, so impulse will be covered in it, and this triangular signal which is present here, it will give almost 0 area from 0 minus to 0 plus, because this width is almost 0. So we have to consider the area of the impulse only, which comes out to be 1 by 4. In the next problem, it is asking about probability of x equal to 1.5. So it becomes 1.5 minus to 1.5 plus fx of x dx. So this will be your 1.5, and since impulse is not present here, so probability at this point should directly be equal to 0. Otherwise, if you will take a 0 width, which is 1.5 minus to 1.5 plus, so in this 0 width also you can calculate the area, and this area is coming out to be 0. Next probability, it is asking for mod x less than or equal to 1. So it can be written as probability of -1 to 1, and probability of from -1 to 1 becomes -1 minus to 1 plus fx of x dx. So this is your -1 point, this becomes -1 plus, and somewhere here becomes -1 minus. Similarly, this is your 1, so this point will become 1 minus, and this point will become 1 plus. So you have to calculate area under the curve from -1 to 1 minus. So in this you can see that two graphs will be covered. One is triangle and another one is this impulse. So area of the impulse becomes 1 by 4, and area of this triangle you can calculate it as half base will be 2, because this will be the base of this triangle, and height is also 1 by 2. So it will become 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2, or you can write it as 3 by 4. Next probability that has been asked is probability from 0 to 1. So it will become 0 minus to 1 plus fx of x dx. So 0 minus point will be this, and this will be 1 plus point. So if you will move from 0 minus to 1 plus, you will cover this impulse, and this half triangle. So you can calculate this area half. This half base will become 1 and height is also 1, plus since you are covering this impulse also, so it will become plus 1 by 4. So this 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 becomes 1 by 2. And the last part of this problem is that you have to calculate probability from 0 to 1. So it becomes 0 plus to 1 plus fx of x dx. So 0 plus means this point to 1 plus. So you have to calculate area in this region. If you will calculate area in this region, then you can very clearly see that this impulse is now neglected and you have to calculate the area of this half triangle only, because as you will reach to 1 plus, so almost 0 area of this graph will be covered, or you can say that you have to basically move from 0 plus to 1 plus, and only this region or this triangle comes in this section. So it becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, or this area comes out to be 1 by 4. Now let's move on to the next question. So in the next question, again the PDF of a random variable is given and we have been asked to calculate this probability. So first of all, it is asking the probability that a by 2 should be less than x and it should be less than infinity. So it can be written as a by 2 plus to infinity fx of x dx. So first of all, we should consider the given PDF. So this is the given PDF. Fx of x, these points become b, this point become minus a, this point becomes a. So if you will calculate the slope, then this slope comes out to be b by a. Now you have to calculate the area under the curve from a by 2 to a. So obviously if the slope is b by a, then this slope will become minus b by a. It means every point the ratio should result in b by a. So this height will become b by 2. Because if we will consider only this section which is present here, in this section if you will see, then height will become b by a, this width will become a by 2, and again the ratio is maintained to be b by a. So this is the region. Now you have to calculate the area under the curve from a by 2 up to infinite. So this can be written as a by 2 up to a fx of x dx. So we do not need to go up to infinity, we have to start from a by 2 and we can stop at a. So you can very clearly see it is a triangle. So area of the triangle will become half, base is a by 2, height is b by 2. So it becomes ab by 8. Now how to calculate this value of ab? We know that in case of any PDF, the area under the curve of that PDF is always going to be 1. Now if area under the curve is 1, so you can calculate its complete area, and this height, this width is 2a, height is b. So this area becomes half base into height and it becomes 1, or you can say that the value of AB comes out to be 8. So finally I can put the value of AB here, which is 1. So our answer becomes 1 by 8. Now let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question. In this question, it is asking us to calculate an integration in which this px function is given. So basically it is asking us to calculate this 0 to 4 x px dx. So one method may be that we can calculate the equation of px as x is varying from 0 to 2, which means equation of this section, and we can calculate equation of this section. So one possible method can be, we have to calculate 0 to 4 x px dx. So it will become 0 to 2 some p1x plus 0 to 2 from 2 to 4. It is some p2x dx, and this can be calculated easily. But let us see an intelligent approach in which we can incorporate the concept of the mean or the concept of the random variable. Now, this is your px given. This is your px. So this is 0, 2, 4, x, px. This is 2. Now you can see that this particular graph is always positive. So this is always positive. And if I calculate the area under the curve of this graph px, so area under the curve of this function comes out to be 1 by 2 into base into height. So this area comes out to be 1 by 4. Now what you can do, if somehow you can obtain a function which is similar to this p of x but it has the area of unity, then you can say that it can represent a PDF. So if I form another function f of x which is very much similar to this p of x, 0, this is 2, this is 4, this is x, but its height I am considering it as 1 by 2. So what you can say about this fx, this fx is greater than 0, and more importantly the area of this fx now becomes unity. So it becomes half, base is 4, height is also 2, so this area becomes unity. And what is the relation between this fx and px? So you can write that fx and px can have relation like this. So this is the relation between these two. Now we have to calculate this 0 to 4 x px dx. So I can also write it as 0 to 4 times x fx dx, because I have replaced my p of x as 4 times of fx. So you can write it as 4 0 to 4 x fx dx. Now from here very clearly you can see that this is your x and this is representing the PDF, and this is the region which is 0 to 4 in which this PDF is existing. So this can be written as 4 into expectation of x. We know that expectation of x is nothing but x f of x dx from a to b, and from a to b is the limit in which this PDF exists. If it existed from minus infinity to infinity, so limit will become from minus infinite to infinite. Now you know that how to calculate the expectation of this. So we can calculate the expectation of a triangular PDF, and this mu x will become equal to 2. So for a triangular PDF we know that the point at which the value is maximum will always represent its mean. So in case of triangular PDF you can always remember that the point at which the peak of the triangle occurs, that point will represent the mean of the given function. So mean in this case will become 2, and this answer becomes 8. Let's proceed to the next question. Now in this question, the PMF of a discrete random variable is given, and we have to calculate the variance of this random variable. So this PMF is mentioned. This is 1 by 3 at x equal to 0, 2 by 3 at x equal to 2, which means you can say that probability of x equal to 0 will become 1 by 3, and probability of x equal to 2 will become 2 by 3, because it will represent your px of 0 and it will represent your px of 2. Now we have to calculate the variance of a random variable x. We know that if random variable x is given, so the variance can be written as expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. So first of all I will calculate the expectation of x. So you can write the expectation of x for a discrete random variable, because random variable x is taking only two values here, either 0 or 2. So it will be the case of discrete random variable. Otherwise, the word PMF is mentioned, so it will also be the case of discrete random variable. So this expectation of x can be written as summation of x PMF, where this summation is with respect to I. So you can write it as xi px of xi I. So this xi represent values taken by the random variable. So random variable takes two values. One value is 0, another value is 2. So it becomes 0 into probability of x equal to 0 plus 2 into probability of x equal to 2. So this 0 into some probability will become 0. 2 into probability of x equal to 2 becomes 4 by 3. So mean of the discrete random variable is coming out to be 4 by 3. And if I will calculate the square of the mean, so it will come out to be 16 by 9. Now we also have to calculate expectation of x square. For discrete random variable, you can write it as xi square px of xi, or it can be written as xi square px of x equal to xi. So this you can write it as 0 square into probability of x equal to 0 plus 2 square into probability of x equal to 2. So this can be written as 4 into 2 by 3 or 8 by 3. So this sigma x square becomes expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. So this expectation of x square becomes 8 by 3 minus expectation of x ka whole square becomes 8 by 9. So overall this will become 16 by 9 because this is 4 by 9. So this will become 16 by 9. And overall answer becomes 8 by 9. So the variance comes out to be 8 by 9. And if standard deviation would have been asked, then it would have been plus minus 2 root 2 by 3. Now let's move on to the next question. So in this question it is saying that a coin is tossed till a head appears or tail appears for 4 times in succession. So it is saying that we have to continue our experiment till a single head appears, or if tail has to appear, it has to appear 4 times in succession. So we have to find out the average number of tosses which are required. So what we can do, we can start with coin. Suppose this is the coin that we have. So once you will toss the coin, you can have either head or you can have tail. Now if the head comes, then our experiment stops there because it is saying that the coin is tossed till a head appear, which means if a single head appears, then we will stop the experiment. Otherwise we will continue until 4 heads appear. So here experiment will be stopped. Now here we can increase further. Now if you will again toss your coin, then the combination that you can get may be tail head and tail tail. Then again in this case also a single head has come. So here also the experiment is completed. Here you have to proceed. Then next combination may be tail tail head or tail tail tail. Since this is the combination of tail tail head, in this also a single head has been appeared. So here experiment will be stopped. Here we have obtained 3 tails. Now what will happen in the next case is very interesting, is that here you will have triple th and 4 times of t. Now it is saying that we will toss the coin until single head appears. So here single head has been appeared, so we will choose it. And we can also stop our experiment when 4 times tails occurs in succession. So at this time this 4 times tails is also occurring. So this is the case. So in this case our experiment can be stopped here, here, and if 4 times coin has been tossed, then if this situation occurs that it may be the combination of triple th or 4 times t, then also the experiment will be stopped. So what will be the sample space? The required sample space will be head, tail head, tail tail head, and last one will be tail tail head or tail 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 tail. So you can also write it like this, in which a more clarity is present. H, tail intersection H, tail intersection H, comma, tail intersection H, union, tail intersection tail. So which means if head comes, but if tail and head combination comes like this, then the experiment will be stopped. If tail head combination comes like this, then the experiment will be stopped, and out of these two combination, whatever may becomes, the experiment can be stopped. So now what will be the random variable? So in such questions you have to see that what is the average number of quantity that we require. So in this case we require average number of tosses. So this X can be considered as average number of tosses required. So it will represent the average number of tosses which is required. So you can see that this X can be written as, if you have to obtain this H, you have to toss your coin once. If you have to obtain this combination of TH, so you have to obtain your coin twice, similarly third, and in the fourth case you have to obtain your toss your coin 4. Now we know that if we have to calculate the expectation of X, since it is a discrete random variable, because it is mapping the sample values onto the discrete instances, so this will become xi, probability of X equal to xi, or you can write it as the combination of X. So xi is the values taken by X. So this expectation of X can be written as 1 into probability of X equal to 1, 2 into probability of X equal to 2, 3 into probability of X equal to 3, plus 4 into probability of X equal to 4. So you have to find out these probabilities. Now you can see that you have sample space as head, tail head, tail head, and tail or tail head. Now X is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if we have to calculate the probability of X equal to 1, so first of all we should make this event X equal to 1, so it contains only one toss H. So we know that this probability of X equal to 1 will become 1 by 2, because when the coin is tossed 1, the probability of coming head is 1 by 2. In the next case we have to calculate probability of X equal to 2. So first of all we will make the subspace of X equal to 2, and it comes out to be tail intersection head. So whenever you want your tail and head to be occur simultaneously, and obviously these two will be independent because the coins will be tossed one after another. So this probability of X equal to 2 becomes that you get tail and followed by head. So probability of tail is 1 by 2 and head is 1 by 2. So this also comes out to be 1 by 4. Similarly, you have to calculate probability of X equal to 3. So this X equal to 3 becomes tail head, and probability of X equal to 3 becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, because probability of coming tail is 1 by 2, followed by tail is also 1 by 2, and followed by head is also 1 by 2. So it becomes 1 by 8. Finally, you have to calculate probability of X equal to 4. So it becomes, first of all you have to calculate the event X equal to 4. So it becomes this T comma triple T H, or you can write this as T intersection T union T intersection H. So whenever you will calculate its probability, you have to calculate first of all the probability that all the 4 tails will come. So it will become 1 by 16 plus 3 tails followed by head will also become 1 by 16, because individual tails will have 1 by 2 and individual heads also will have 1 by 2. Now we have to choose any one of these so that experiment can be stopped. So I can add both these of them. So you can write it as 1 by 8. So first of all let me make the table. This is your X and this is probability of X equal to X. So it is given that 1, 2, 3, 4 comes out to be 1 by 2. This comes out to be 1 by 4. This is as 1 by 8. This is also 1 by 8. So what will be the expectation of x, which represents average number of tosses? So this expectation of x becomes summation of small xi p of x equal to xi, and this limit will be on I. So it becomes 1 into 1 by 2, 2 into 1 by 4, plus 3 into 1 by 8, plus 4 into 1 by 8. And upon calculation, this expectation of x comes out to be 15 by 8. Now let's move on to the next question. In this question, it is saying that a coin is tossed until both head and tail appear at least once, and we have to find the average number of tosses required. So again, also I will start with coin. This is the coin. Now we have to toss the coin till both head and tail appears at least once, which means in the sample space, every element should have at least one head or tail. So I will start with the coin. Now suppose coin is tossed. So if the coin is tossed, you can have either head or tail. So this is your coin, and if you are tossing it, you can have either head or you can have tail. Now till now we do not obtain any combination of head and tail, so the experiment will move further. This head, if it is tossed, it can give you head tail, or it can give you again combination of head and head. So from here you can see that at this point you have obtained the at least one head and one tail. The order is not important. There must be one head and one tail present. So here our experiment will be stopped, or you can say this is our first sample point. Now similarly from here also you can say that either you can obtain tail head or you can obtain tail. So whenever you will toss your coin 2 times, then these 4 combination head tail 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 can be obtained. Out of these two are required sample points when the coin is tossed 2 times. So here we will stop our experiment, and after this we will proceed. So again you can get head tail or triple head. So here also you have one combination of head and tail. So experiment will stop here and we will move further. Similarly here also, either you can have tail head or you can have all the 3 tails. So here you have obtained the combination of one tail and one head. So experiment will stop here, and from this point we will move further. So here also you can get head tail or all the 4 heads. Here you have obtained at least one combination of head and tail. So experiment will be stopped here. This will be tail head, and this will be tail tail. So this experiment will be stopped here, and this chain reaction will keep on moving. So you have to see that at this juncture you have tossed your coin only one time. At this juncture you have tossed your coin 2 times. At this juncture you have tossed your coin 3 times. At this juncture you have tossed your coin 4 times, and so on. So since we have to find out again the average number of tosses required, we know that in the question the average number of if it is used, then we should consider it as random variable. So x I am considering it as average number of tosses required. Now let me draw the sample space first of all. So what this sample space will contain: whenever one time coin is tossed, there is not any required sample point in the sample space, but when the 2 times coins are tossed, then either combination of head tail comes or tail head will come. In both the cases the experiment will be stopped. So you can write it as head tail or tail head. So this is the first point in the sample space. Similarly the next point can be head head tail or tail tail head. Next point can be head 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 tail or tail 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 head. In this manner you can have infinite number of sample points. So let me write this sample space once again here. So this sample space will become head tail or tail head. Next sample point will become head head tail or tail tail head. This is the next sample point. Next sample point can be head 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 tail or tail 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 head. So there will be infinite number of sample points. If coin is tossed 2 times, then either one of them can occur. If it is tossed 3 times, then either one of them can occur. If it is tossed 4 times, then either of them can occur, out of which we will choose this one. So if x is your number of times coin is tossed, so in both the cases number of times coin tossed will be 2. Here it will be 3, it will be 4, and so on. So if we have to calculate expectation of x, so for discrete random variable it becomes xi, probability of x equal to xi, or in this case it can be written as 2 into probability of x equal to 2, 3 into probability of x equal to 3, 4 into probability of x equal to 4, and this will go up to infinite because in this case the sample points are infinite in number, or the sample space contains infinite number of points. So first of all I have to calculate this probability of x equal to 2. So if you have to calculate probability of x equal to 2, so first of all you should make the event which is x equal to 2, and this event contains head tail or tail head. So the probability of x equal to 2 becomes, the probability of head and tail coming simultaneously is 1 by 4. Because it is used or, so we will use plus sign, and tail head will become 1 by 4. So probability of head tail coming simultaneously is 1 by 4 and tail head coming simultaneously is 1 by 4, and we want any one of them, so we can use the plus sign in between, so it becomes your 1 by 2. Similarly you have to calculate probability of x equal to 3. So before calculating the probability you have to form this event, so it will become head head tail or tail tail head. So this probability of x equal to 3 becomes 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, or you can call it as 1 by 4. Similarly the probability of x equal to 4, in which you have to form the event x equal to 4, so it contains head 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 tail or tail 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 head. So this probability of x equal to 4 in this case will become 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16 equal to 8. So let me make the table. This is the table. So this is your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. For 2 it comes out to be 1 by 2. This is 1 by 4. This is 1 by 8, 1 by 16, 1 by 32 and so on. So this expectation of x will become, which is summation of x into probability of x equal to x, which means you have to multiply these two. So you can write it as 2 into 1 by 2 plus 3 into 1 by 2 whole square plus 4 into 1 by 2 whole cube plus 5 into 1 by 2 power 4 plus 6 into 1 by 2 power 5 and so on. So you can also write it as, if I consider my 1 by 2 to be x, so you can write it as 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube plus 5x to the power 4 and so on. So we know that this expansion 1 minus x power minus 2, so it becomes 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube and so on. So this 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube up to infinite will become equal to 1 minus x power minus 2 minus 1. This minus 1 I will take here, so it will become only 2x plus 3x square and so on. So this summation you can calculate it as 1 minus 1 by 2 power minus 2, because you have considered your x to be 1 by 2. So it comes out to be 1 by 2 power minus 2 minus 1, or you can write it as 2 square minus 1, or answer comes out to be 3. So the average number of tosses required will be equal to 3 times. Let's move on to the next question. In this question, an experiment is being performed in which a dice is rolled, and this dice is rolled until 3 is observed for the first time. Now we have to calculate the average number of times dice must be rolled. So from this expression you can also understand that the number of times the dice must be rolled can be considered as the random variable. So first of all we must form the sample space. What will be the sample space? So we have to roll our dice until 3 is observed. So maybe 3 is observed in the first time, and maybe the 3 is not observed in the first time, which means it can be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So I'm denoting it as 3 bar. So in this case 3 is not observed for the first time and 3 is observed in the second time. Similarly, if the dice is rolled 3 times, then it may be that first time the 3 does not come, the second time also 3 does not come, but the third time 3 comes. So as soon as you will start rolling your dice, so this may be the combination that 3 does not come, 3 does not come, 3 does not come, and 3 comes. So in this manner, this will be the sample space containing infinite number of sample points. So what will be the x here? We have already said that you should always consider your x, which is asked in the question, as average number of times. So this is the average number of times dice must be rolled. So x I am considering it as number of times dice rolled. So this I am considering it as random variable. So what will be the random variable? To obtain 3 one time, we have to roll our dice once. Similarly, to obtain these 2, we have to roll our dice 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. So to obtain this sample point, we have to roll our dice 3 times. To obtain this sample point, we have to roll our dice 4 times. So first of all, you must understand what is the sample space. Then you must calculate the random variable. So the sample space is, you have to repeatedly toss your coin until 3 is observed for the first time. So it may happen that at the very first time 3 may occur. Then it may happen that in the first time 3 does not occur, but in the second time 3 occurs. Then it may happen that in the first 2 times 3 does not occur, and the third time 3 occurs. And in this manner you can form the sample space and the sample points. Now you are interested in the calculation of average number of times dice is rolled, or expectation of x. So it can be written as expectation of x, probability of x equal to xi. So this can be written as 1 into probability of x equal to 1, 2 into probability of x equal to 2, 3 into probability of x equal to 3, and so on. So you have to make a table here. So if I will write this small x and capital X equal to x, so you have to complete this table. Now if this x will be 1, which means you have to calculate the probability of x equal to 1. So what will be the probability of that dice is rolled 1 times? It will become 1 by 6. Similarly, if I choose small x equal to 2, which means you have to calculate probability of x equal to 2. So whenever you have to calculate probability of x equal to 2, it means you have to calculate the probability in which 3 does not comes for the first time, and then the second time 3 comes. So we know that if the probability of coming of 3 is 1 by 6, then the probability of not coming 3 will become 5 by 6. So whenever we will choose x equal to 2, it means we have to find out the probability such that this 3 bar and 3 comes simultaneously. So first will be the probability of not coming 3, then will be the probability of coming 3. Similarly, when small x is equal to 3, then you have to calculate probability of x equal to 3. X equal to 3 means you have to calculate the probability of this particular event, and it is representing that first 3 does not come, it will have probability 5 by 6. Second also 3 does not come, it will have probability 5 by 6. Then finally it will have probability of 1 by 6. Similarly for 4 you can also write 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 1 by 6. So this expectation of x can be written as 1 into 1 by 6 plus 2 into 1 by 6 into 5 by 6 plus 3 into 1 by 6 into 5 by 6 whole square plus 4 into 1 by 6 into 5 by 6 whole cube up to infinite. So you can take this 1 by 6 as common. So it becomes 1 plus 2 into 5 by 6 plus 3 into 5 by 6 whole square plus 4 into 5 by 6 whole cube up to infinite. So you know that if I consider x equal to 5 by 6, so it becomes 1 by 6, 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube up to infinity. And you know that this 1 minus x power minus 2 becomes 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube up to infinity. So this can be written as 1 minus x power minus 2. Now what is x? It is 1 minus 5 by 6 power minus 2. So it can be written as 1 by 6 into 1 by 6 power minus 2, or it can be written as 36 by 6, or the final answer comes out to be 6. So this is it in this lecture. In the next lecture we will try to solve few more problems.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL. You will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/GateLive. So GateLive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code write my name, write gate after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now, those who are interested for the prices, total price amount. So let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now, once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, gate after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now, what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay. So thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys. So this is your responsibility that you should share this channel. You should subscribe this channel. Also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone. Let's crack it.